Have you ever opened a pack of Pokémon cards and wondered how exactly are these made? Today, we're taking you on a journey behind the scenes of the Pokémon trading card game. From the first concept sketch to the factory floor and into your hands. We'll see how artists design your favorite Pokémon cards, how massive printing presses churn out millions every day, and how they're cut, packed, and shipped all over the world. Whether you're a competitive player, a collector, or just curious about the process, this video will give you an in-depth look at the entire life cycle of a Pokémon card. To understand how Pokémon cards are made today, let's go back to the beginning. The Pokémon trading card game launched in Japan in 1996. It was an instant hit, letting kids battle with their favorite Pokémon in real life. A few years later, in 1999, Pokémon cards exploded worldwide, starting with the iconic base set, featuring classics like Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. From schoolyards to tournaments, the TCG became a cultural phenomenon, and it hasn't stopped growing. Today, Pokémon cards are printed in over 15 languages, sold in nearly 100 countries, and over 75 billion cards have been produced. That scale requires an incredibly sophisticated production process. So let's see how these cards go from an idea to something you can hold in your hand. It all starts with design. About a year before a new set comes out, designers at Creatures Inc. in Japan begin planning the cards. They decide on attacks, HP, and abilities, making sure everything is balanced and fun to play. They even have full-time Pokémon professors who test these cards every day, using printed prototypes to make sure nothing is too powerful or broken. At the same time, over 200 freelance artists work on the illustrations. Each artist brings their own style, from watercolor to digital painting to even clay models. The goal is simple: no two cards should ever feel the same. Every Pokémon card is both a game piece and a small work of art. Once the design is approved, the cards go through pre-press production. First, everything is translated into different languages: English, French, German, Spanish, and more. Precise, translators have to keep the meaning identical while fitting the text into the same small space. Next step, then graphic designers create the final digital files for printing. These files include the artwork, the card template, the text in each language, and any special effects, like shiny foil layers or embossed textures for rare cards. Finally, the approved files are turned into printing plates, ready to go to the factory floor. Pokémon cards are printed on giant sheets using industrial offset presses. Each sheet can hold over 100 cards at once. For foil cards, the sheets are pre-laminated with a shiny holographic film before printing. The printing process uses 4 ink colors: cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, layered precisely to create the final art. Special layers are added for foil effects, with white ink blocking shine where it's not wanted. After printing, these huge sheets are carefully dried and inspected. Then they're cut into individual cards with razor-sharp precision. Even the rounded corners are shaped at this stage, giving every card that familiar, polished finish. Quality control is essential throughout production. Technicians check color alignment under magnification, measure borders to ensure centering, and test the thickness and weight of cards to maintain consistency. Special machines even scan QR codes on online reward cards to make sure they work. Despite all these checks, mistakes can still slip through. That's how we get misprints like miscut edges, missing text, or upside-down backs, errors that have actually become collector's items over the years. Before we continue, show some love to the channel by liking and subscribing. It helps me out a ton and helps me create more videos for you. Next comes packaging. Cards are sorted by rarity using automated machines that assemble the right mix for each booster pack. The wrappers are printed, cut, and heat-sealed around the cards at high speed. Then, booster packs are grouped into boxes, and boxes into cases. These cases are stacked onto pallets in giant warehouses, waiting to be shipped around the world. All of this is timed carefully so new sets arrive in stores everywhere on release day, ensuring that Pokémon fans worldwide can open them together. Of course, Pokémon cards aren't just game pieces, they're collectibles. Some cards can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. the legendary first edition base set Charizard can sell for 6 figures. And the holy grail of Pokemon cards, the Pikachu Illustrator, once sold for over $5 million. Collectors also love error cards. Famous examples include the pre-release Raichu, the no-damage Ninetales, or miscut cards showing part of another Pokemon. These factory mistakes are rare and often highly prized. Whether you're a player or collector, part of the magic is knowing each card has its own journey and story. I'm actually thinking about making a video on the most famous error cards ever printed, or maybe one about the most common miscuts and misprints in the modern era. If that sounds interesting to you, let me know down in the comments. From artists sketching new Pokémon, to giant printing presses running day and night, to careful packaging and global shipping, every Pokémon card takes an incredible journey before it ends up in your hands. Next time you open a booster pack, take a moment to appreciate all the work and creativity behind it. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching and happy collecting!